Good afternoon, members of the board. Following the CEO's request and internal audit's findings, today I will outline a comprehensive vulnerability management program, VMP, tailored to campus-based operational environment, our technology stack, and the security challenges associated with our hybrid workforce and third-party mobile application development. This program is designed to reduce risk, improve resilience, and ensure the integrity of our HCM platform and the new Campus Hire mobile application. The purpose of today's briefing is to present a proposal based on the following components. To present an overview of the vulnerabilities identified and the risks they pose to our organization. To introduce and structure a vulnerability management program aligned with industry best practices. And to hopefully obtain the board support for the implementation, timeline, budget, and governance model. Now, before discussing the vulnerabilities, I want to highlight key aspects of our environment that influence our risk exposure. Campus Pay supports 5,000 employees, 50% of whom continue to work remotely and access systems through Palo Alto Global Protect VPN. Also, our services are cloud-hosted on AWS with sensitive HR and payroll data at the core of our operations. We also recently launched the Campus Hire mobile application developed by the third-party vendor Spectra, which integrates with our backend via APIs. These components significantly expand our attack surface and elevate the criticality of consistent vulnerability management. So we did an internal audit, and these are the findings. So the internal audit noted three primary concerns. First is the unpatched systems across multiple environments. Second is the critical vulnerabilities present in planned software releases. And third is the lack of a formal, repeatable vulnerability management process, creating inconsistent remediation timelines. Now, these findings highlight a systemic gap that requires a structured program with clear ownership and accountability. So why is vulnerability management important? Why does it matter? Vulnerability management is more than just patching. It is a continuous life cycle designed to identify, prioritize, and remediate weaknesses that adversaries actively exploit. According to industry data, over 60% of breaches involved vulnerabilities for which patches were available but not applied yet. So in our case, handling payroll, HR data, and personal identifiable information, any breach could lead to regulatory fines, loss of client confidence, operational outages, and reputational damage, which we want to avoid. So I am proposing a 6-phase vulnerability management lifecycle model on NIST, CIS, and ISO 27001 best practices. First will be the asset inventory and classification. Asset inventory and classification. Identify what we own and categorize systems by business criticality. Second, vulnerability scanning. Performing automated scanning across servers, endpoints, applications, cloud resources, and APIs. Third is the risk-based prioritization. To use CVSS scoring, exploit availability, and data sensitivity to triage vulnerabilities. Fourth is remediation and mitigation. To patch or apply compensating controls with established timelines. Fifth is the verification and reporting, to validate fixes and deliver monthly dashboard to leadership. And sixth is the continuous improvement, to measure performance, adjust SLAs, and refine processes. Now, to support the program, I recommend implementing the following tools. Qualys or Tenable.io for network, host, and cloud vulnerability scanning. AWS Inspector for cloud-native vulnerability detection. Prisma Access or Cortex Expanse to support external attack surface monitoring. Mobile application scanning tools such as NowSecure for third-party applications like Campus Hire. And dependency and code scanning integrated into CI/CD to ensure Spectra's deliverables meet our security baseline. So a mature program will require predictable remediation timelines. So I propose the following SLAs. For critical vulnerabilities to be patched within 72 hours, for high-risk vulnerabilities within 7 days, for medium-risk vulnerabilities within 30 days, and for low-risk vulnerabilities within 90 days. These timelines align with the standard industry expectations and significantly reduce the window of exposure. Also, given campus hires development by Spectra, third-party oversight is essential. So the program will mandate security testing of all mobile apps updates prior to release, contractual requirements for Spectra to remediate vulnerabilities within our SLAs, penetration testing of APIs connecting mobile apps to AWS backends, and this will reduce the risk of insecure code entering production and ensures shared responsibility with Spectra. We also have the remote workforce considerations. So our hybrid workforce introduces unique patching challenges. To address this, we will deploy cloud-managed endpoint patching for remote Windows and Mac OS devices, enforce VPN-based security controls and device compliance checks, require monthly remote patch compliance reporting, and with this will ensure employees not on site still receive timely updates. For our governance structure, I think effective governance requires clear ownership. So I will recommend establishing a vulnerability management steering committee made up of IT, security, engineering, and internal audit. Monthly metrics delivered to the CIO and quarterly updates to the audit committee. Integration with the change management process to ensure patches do not disrupt business operations. So governance ensures accountability and transparency at every stage. Now for the program benefits. By implementing this program, Campus Pay will gain a stronger defense against ransomware, APT activity, and supply chain attacks. It will gain a reduced operational and financial damage associated with breaches, a greater confidence in the security of campus hire mobile application, and compliance with HR data protection regulations and internal audit requirements. Ultimately, this strengthens our long-term security posture and protects clients' data. Now for the budget. So we have the estimate. So the estimated annual cost for the program is for the vulnerability scanning tools between 150,000 to 250,000. For the mobile application security scanner from 40,000 to 70,000. For staff training and secure coding sessions, 20,000. And for penetration tests and third-party assessments, 60,000 to 100,000. This will give us a total estimate of 207,000 to 440,000 annually. And this is just a rough estimate that can be between those two numbers depending on what do we go with in regards of size and depending on tool selection and licensing. And this is consistent with organizations of our size and complexity. Now for the implementation timeline. The rollout will occur in 4 phases over 6 months. In the first and second month, we'll do asset inventory, tool development, third-party contracts. In the third month, we'll do organization-wide scanning and the baseline risk assessment. From month 4 to 5, we'll do remediation cycles and SLA enforcement. And for month 6, we'll have program maturity checkpoint and the first quarterly board report, and after that we can operate in perpetuity. In closing, the proposed vulnerability management program positions Campus Pay to proactively reduce cyber risk, address audit concerns, secure applications and cloud infrastructure, and protect our employees and university clients. I request the board's approval to move forward with the implementation plan and the associated budget. So yeah, if you have any questions, thank you for your time and I will welcome any questions.